The Nigerian government hopes to ramp up crude oil production to about 1.74 million barrels per day in the months ahead. The renewed hope springs from the fallout of Sunday's meeting of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. OPEC and non-OPEC members rose from their 35th Joint Ministerial Monitoring Committee meeting in Vienna, Austria. The meeting unanimously voted to cut production volumes in order to ensure global oil market stability. Meanwhile, Nigeria, Congo and Angola have agreed that the highest production volumes of the last 6 months from November 2022 to April 2023 should be used as the basis for the determination of their 2024 production quota. Joining me on News Central now to discuss this is Uzochukwu Obieno, partner KPMG Nigeria. Thank you for giving us your time. Now, based on the new OPEC Plus consideration for Nigeria, Congo and Angola, should these nations be celebrating this new production possibility?
Good afternoon. Whether we celebrate or not will be a question of what we're able to do within this time that OPEC has at least agreed that we can produce maximally all that we can produce as a nation. Okay, like you rightly stated in the intro, it's been a question of our inability really to meet up with our OPEC quota over the past maybe 18 months or even beyond that. And so the question is, should we cut the production quota to these countries? But at least we're happy that we have the opportunity to produce as much as we can within now and up till the end of the year. OPEC, the supposed cut will kick in next year, but there is headroom for Nigeria to produce as much as we can within this period. At least that will demonstrate that, well, look, we are able to meet the quota position that has been assigned to us. And it's also important to note that as a country, we're very big on condensates, which is not part of the OPEC quota. So I believe that if we get particularly our security challenge resolved and then resolved decisively, then we might be well positioned to be able to exceed even the current production, the highest production in the last 6 months, and then be well in line to meet our 2 million barrels per day production target.
What impact would it have on Nigeria's revenue projection?
Well, again, it will come back to what we're able to do. For this year, there's no real impact this year because we have the opportunity to produce as much as we can. We've always had the target of 1.74, right? And we've not been able to meet that. But if we're able to resolve our insecurity challenges within the short run, we expect that we're able to, ramp up in terms of production. So it's left for us to determine what impact it will have on us. The security challenge is one that we must deal with in the short run. And then in the medium to long term, we must be looking at things that we can do to incentivize investment in Nigeria. There's always been the conversation that there is a model that has worked nearly perfectly within the oil and gas industry, the NLNG model, the incorporated JV model where you have government having less than 50% of the shareholding of the corporation, and with other players, notable players like the IOCs and the rest, working to ensure that we deliver similar to what we have under the NLNG model. That is something we should look at within the medium to long term to ensure that, look, this investment climate called Nigeria remains attractive. We've done a lot around the PIA already, right? But it's just, what are the other little structural adjustments that we need to do to ensure that investment continues? If investment continues to flow into this country, then definitely we'll stand to gain and we'll stand to ramp up our production even higher levels. Yeah.
All right, Uzochukwu, thank you very much for speaking with us. We appreciate your time and your thoughts.
Thank you very much.